Hey guys, Ernie here, and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. In our continuing quest to make the perfect cup of coffee in the woods, we're going to take a look at a new product. This is the GSI Coffee Rocket. It allows you to make a fresh drip cup of coffee really simply in the woods. Stay tuned, let's check it out. Now we all know it's hard to beat a fresh drip cup of coffee in the woods. I've taken a look at several different products, in fact several from GSI, which allow us to make drip coffee in the woods. Now this is a product that I ran across the other day. I found it when I was over at REI and it was only $9.95, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and pick it up and check it out. It's the GSI Coffee Rocket. Now one of the things that's a little bit annoying sometimes when you're making drip coffee, if you have to sit there, pour the water, wait for it to go, pour the water, wait for it to go. This product kind of gets past that by having a little water reservoir on top. I'll show you guys that here in a second. In fact, you know what? Let's just take a look at it now. Now I'm wanting this cup of coffee, so I'm going to go ahead and get water boiling. Before we even take a look at this product, we're going to use our Firebox Nano here. Those little pins there let you use the Trangia perfectly. Add a little bit of fuel here to the Trangia. Make sure we're good here. We'll flip these in so that my canteen cup will fit just fine. Alright, you just want to check it, make sure that it's going. We need about 8 ounces of water for this. Put that there to heat up. And let's take a look at this coffee rocket. Alright, so it is designed to fit inside of one of these little GSI mugs, but of course it'll fit inside of any mug. This is the product itself, okay? It has the funnel. So the dimensions are basically 3.3 by 3.3 by 3.8 inches, and it weighs 2.7 ounces, so it's not the smallest thing form factor wise, but it's definitely pretty lightweight. The capacity of this funnel up here is 8 ounces. Now the way it works is this is the funnel part, okay, and then this is where the filter is. It has these little clip out stands, and you'll see that's where it actually sits on the cup. I'll show you that in a second. Now inside it has this stainless steel coffee filter, and that's one of the really cool things about it is you don't need to carry a filter with you. You just put the coffee in here and you're able to just make your coffee like that. This stainless steel funnel is super easy to clean. You just rinse it out, and like I said, it fits inside of pretty much any cup. Put it back together like that and it goes right inside of any cup just like that. As you can see, it fits perfectly, and it's designed to fit perfectly inside of this little GSI coffee cup. I am a little lazy today. I've got some creamer in there because I forgot my heavy cream, but I always carry emergency creamer. Now, the way you're going to do this is really simple. You're going to want to fill this with your coffee. Now, it holds about 2 tablespoons. It kind of has like almost like a fill line. They recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons per 8 ounces of water. I definitely think 2 tablespoons is the way to go. So all you do, I'm going to try to do this without spilling like crazy here, guys. Basically, you're just going to pour the coffee right in there. Now this is how you can control kind of how strong your coffee is. I like mine fairly strong. So I filled it up basically probably about 2 tablespoons worth, okay? Just pull these out. They kind of snap in place, but they're adjustable as well. You can also see, I hope, right there, there's like little indentations, and that allows you, when you put it on the cup, you know, basically to kind of make it sit nice and stable. Let me back y'all out a little bit and I'll show you how this funnel goes on. Now the funnel can't be any simpler. You just basically pop it on there and there you go. Now what's interesting in what I said earlier is that you can fill this all the way up to the top and it'll create kind of a little cyclone effect. I think that's why they call it the rocket. And it will slowly drip through. Now it takes a little while for the coffee to drip all the way through, but at the same time, you don't have to sit here constantly putting water in and letting it drip. You can put your full 8 ounces, that's what you're gonna get out of it. If you wanna add more, obviously, and have more watered down coffee, you can put more than 8 ounces. Sometimes I'll put 10 or 12 ounces. But I'm gonna put 8 ounces today, so basically fill it all the way to the top, let it drain down. It'll take about a minute, 10 seconds, and you got yourself a cup of coffee. Now, as per usual, guys, I do not let my water boil completely. I let it almost come up to a boil, and then I add it. I think it makes better tasting coffee. We're just gonna add this in all the way to the top, just like that. Now you just sit and wait. You can let the rocket itself do the work while you sit back. I can walk away, work with my stove, do whatever I need to do, and not worry about it. It will take about a minute. I'll time it for you guys and let you know. All right, so we're looking at about 1 minute 20 seconds. Now I screwed up. I pulled this out and I meant to pull out just the funnel, but make sure you grab onto the filter as well, because when I pulled it up, the filter came out and I got a little bit of grounds into the coffee, but that's a lesson learned, I guess. Don't do that. We'll give this a mix. Let me give it a taste and I'll tell you guys what I think about this product, pros and cons. Now, of course, you don't have to do this, but try to keep things clean. I usually do, and since I'm out for just a day, I don't need my water. I can get rid of it. So you can get rid of the coffee grounds, okay? And then very simply, just wash this thing out. Once you take it out, you see it has a hole in the bottom. So anything you push through will just come out the bottom. Give this a little rinse as well. And then lastly, we'll give this bottom area a little rinse. There is a little filter, you probably can't see it, but just a little filter right there to keep things nice and clean. A couple tablespoons of water and you got yourself a clean coffee rocket. That is good stuff. I'll tell you, this is probably the 5th or 6th time that I've used this particular product. I actually used it on the road. I was out of town and I was making some coffee in the hotel room, and it worked really, really well for that. Let's talk a little bit about pros and cons. So the pros, I'd say first of all, it's lightweight. Like I said, 2.7 ounces. That's a pretty lightweight package. Doesn't need a filter, which I think is really good. One of the reasons I love the GSI Ultralight Java Drip is that you can put the coffee through it without a filter. It's just kind of a pain to remember the filter, then you gotta dispose of the filter. Much easier like this. You can just dispose of the coffee grounds. They're all natural. You don't have to worry about polluting or anything like that. And you don't have to carry a filter. The other thing is it's super easy to clean. I'll show you guys how quick and easy it is to clean. The design itself with the filter having kind of a hole at the bottom allows you just to put water straight through it, not worry about putting the water in and the coffee grounds staying in there and having to invert it kind of like in a colander. Doesn't have that effect. Really easy to clean. It's well made. It's really sturdy, I think. You know, most of the stuff that I've gotten from GSI has always held up very, very well. I think it's well made. The other thing is, I'll say, you don't need to babysit this thing. And what I mean by that is you're able to fill it up and walk away. And it may take a minute, minute and a half, but that's no big deal. Very rarely are you sitting there staring at your coffee waiting for it to be brewed. You can easily just pour the water in, put all the 8 ounces in, walk away, do a couple of things in camp, wait 2 or 3 minutes. When you come back, coffee's ready. So no babysitting. So a couple of cons. Of course, there's always cons to these products. First of all, it's just the form factor. It is fairly big. If you look at the GSI Ultralight Java Drip, which I always carry with me, I mean, it is tiny, tiny, it weighs less, and the form factor is very small. This one's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit bulkier, but it is designed to fit inside of a cup, and as long as you're not using that cup for anything else, it's definitely worth it. For day hikes, for things like that, I think it's wonderful. For travel, I think it's wonderful. But it is a little bit bigger than other products. That's something to take into consideration. One of the positives is the 8 ounce capacity. One of the negatives is the 8 ounce capacity. You can only put 8 ounces of water. Now, of course, you can come back later, put more water in, but I think it's difficult because you only have so much coffee you can put inside of this, and it really gets watered down pretty quickly. So 8 ounce capacity is the maximum. I think that's okay. It's a regular serving of coffee. But if you want more and you routinely brew more, this probably isn't the product for you. Lastly, which is just, you know, a preference thing, it can be a little slow. Doesn't bother me. Like I said, it's very rare that I sit there and watch coffee brew. The coffee will go through faster in my experience with the Ultralight Java Drip. You do have to sit there and pour it through. So I think by the end of the day, when you're sitting there waiting for it to go through, it probably takes a minute, minute and a half. Put this in here, about a minute, minute and a half. It's probably a draw, but it does take a little while to go through. Now, we can't forget the biggest pro, which I did mention at the beginning of the video, $9.95. Pretty inexpensive product, well made. If you're looking for something that's versatile, you can take it backpacking, you can take it hiking, you can take it traveling, you can fit it inside of a mug, like I did whenever I went to the hotel. Really simple to use. Great versatile product. So that's a look at the GSI Coffee Rocket. I think it's a great little product. Want to do a quick little video for you guys today, taking a look at how it works and what I think are the good points and the bad points about the product itself. Make sure you check it out. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in this product. If you have any specific questions, make sure you leave comments down below and I'll try to answer them for you guys. Now, if you're new around here, you might want to do a couple of things. Now, first of all, I have a playlist with tons of videos specifically about making coffee in the woods. I'm going to add this video to that playlist. Make sure you check out the other products that I have reviewed over the last 2 or 3 years concerning making coffee. There are a lot of great videos, a lot of great products, so make sure you check them out. Now, if you're new as well, I'd ask you to do a couple other things. The way that our channels grow is by getting likes, getting comments, getting shares. Those are the big things. If you like this video, do me a few favors. First of all, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends on social media, share it on the Instagram. Whatever you want to do really helps spread the video and helps the channel grow itself. If you like the video and want to see other content like this, hit that subscribe button down there, and that way you'll make sure you know when we publish a new video. If you really want to know, hit that ding dong bell and you'll be the first to know when we publish anything new. As always, guys, I really appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. It's a beautiful day here in Louisiana. It's early spring. It's about 65, 70 degrees. I'm going to head over to the lake over here and do a little bit of fishing, see if I can catch me something. But anyway, guys, like I said, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. Channel continues to grow, and that is awesome. Stay tuned for more videos here on Paleo Hiker MD.